I cannot stop doom scrolling. I always find myself mindlessly scrolling whenever I'm bored, whenever things get hard, whenever things get stressful. And I'm speaking like this like it's like some hard drug addiction, but it really is. Like people don't talk about this enough, and it's just crazy how I think I haven't had a day without internet for the past 7 or 8 years now. I remember every day. I don't think there's a single day where I voluntarily woke up without checking my phone, without checking any kind of technology first thing in the morning. Haven't had a day where I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna chill out and enjoy nature, talk to my family and friends in person, you know, plan something outside with that doesn't involve using our phones or, you know, not scrolling. And it's actually crazy to me because I remember I downloaded, TikTok 5 years ago, back when I was in high school. And at the start, it wasn't addicting at all. Like I hadn't like in that era 5 years ago, we're still watching a lot of long form content. Mainly like YouTube was the biggest, addiction, I'd say. But short form was just starting to get popular, and TikTok and Instagram Reels were just coming out. And back then, when I first looked at TikTok, it really wasn't addicting at all. I couldn't not, wait, I couldn't, sorry, I couldn't not scroll. Wait, is that how I say it? I couldn't not scroll. Alright, well, my brain is so fried right now because I was just scrolling right before this video and I have so much brain fog. But what I meant to say is, I can't, it was easy for me to not scroll. That is how I was gonna say it. But yeah, it wasn't addicting at all. Like because I never wired my brain into liking short form content. I still had such a long attention span where, going through so many short videos was so stimulating for me. I actually didn't like it. It was like someone flashing a bunch of bright colors in my face, and yeah, I just didn't like it back then. But now, after so many years, I've slowly, in the first year, I basically got started to get addicted, and I just couldn't live without scrolling. It just felt so comfortable. I don't know why. And whenever I would, have an assignment due or some kind of stressful thing happening in life, like I would just take out my phone and open TikTok like it's my inhaler or like medicine, like my meds, my pills, and it would just calm me down by just scrolling because I just forget about the rest of the world. It was my escape, and I think it is for a lot of people as well. Like just the comfort of scrolling allows you to forget about everything else that's happening in life, all the arguments, the hardships, the assignment due tomorrow, the, you know, shift that you got to clock in tomorrow. It's just that it's like a pacifier for adults basically. When things are getting hard, it's so easy to just numb your brain with that content and just doom scroll. And it's crazy how my fingers have literally memorized like with the position of like the app on my phone, exactly the buttons I need to click, the pages I need to swipe in order to press on it, and then the exact location of it. Because I remember I did a small experiment where I just moved my things around. No, it wasn't an experiment. I was just cleaning up my phone screen, and that was when I realized I've had this addiction was actually serious. That was when I first realized when I moved my apps around, and then my brain was automatically going to search for the TikTok on my phone. And I swipe 2 times and I see my fingers already tap somewhere, but it opens a different app because I move things around. And I was like that was when I was like, damn, my fingers have memorized it so well that I didn't even know I was going to open it, but my brain just started to like control my fingers to press on it. And then that was when I had to readjust. I was like, whoa. And then I went back to home screen. I'm like, all right, TikTok is actually here. And that happened so many times after I moved it. And it was quite honestly nice because it would break me out of the um kind of easy way to access it because it would pause me for a second to let me think, wait, am I really gonna open it up again for another doom scrolling session? So that was when I became, really aware about it. And it's just insane how for the past 5 years, I don't think I remember a single session of doom scrolling. I don't remember a single TikTok from that back then. Like maybe there would be some funny things I would send to my friends, but that would be basically it. And I don't remember anything. Like if you ask me if I saw something on it that changed my life, there really wouldn't be anything I would say. Like from the thousands of videos I scrolled past, you'd expect I would remember even one, but really no, it's like a whole fog, a brain fog of just overstimulation. And you know that saying when people say you need to spend 10,000 hours to become a master at something? I probably spent over like 20,000 hours scrolling TikTok and I've become a master at consuming content, basically. I'm the perfect customer for TikTok. And it's like the software engineers who made this app have perfected the addiction of doom scrolling, an infinite reward system. It's literally like a casino where you're scrolling to see the next thing that will make you laugh. And if you don't see a good one, you just keep scrolling because you want that dopamine hit from that actually good TikTok that makes you laugh. Because the reality is they don't want to provide you with something that's helping your life, but something that actually profits them, that keeps you like hooked on the app for as long as possible. And they've spent billions on perfecting the system, like even a small font or the size of the buttons and the color, the red color of the like button. That was all spent, they've spent billions on that. Literally, even like a slight pixel change on the app to find out what's going to make you hooked on for the longest period of time. And like when it first came out, no one knew the damages of it, but now we all know. I can't sit in silence anymore. It's really, really hard for me to sit alone with my own thoughts and think about, what is my real identity? What do I really want out of life? Not what the feed is telling me to do, not what some online creator is telling me to do. Because all I've, you know, put into my brain is TikToks of what other people are doing. It really suppresses that creativity from your own brain so that you don't question anything. You just scroll when you're stressed. When you're back then, if you're stressed before like social media, you'd do something about it. But nowadays, you can just escape that and keep being average, keep being conformed to like the addictions of modern day. But I have been making changes because I want to change this part of me. It's really something that needs to be addressed now. And we haven't really seen the long-term consequences yet. Like, still the beginning. And, I really feel bad for the kids who are growing up 24/7 attached to a, screen because their parents aren't present there. They're going to really struggle with paying attention. And we're probably going to see a lot of people getting, you know, ADHD. Just, people back then used to be born with it, but now it's developed through apps and screens. And yeah, I think the way forward is being a producer rather than a consumer. start creating content because when you create content, it's all about you. It's about you being able to express your individuality and letting your own ideas shine instead of always listening to others, getting influenced by others when they've never lived your life before. And they're a different person completely. And this finally allows me to let my own thoughts actually have a say. But yeah, that's it for the video, and thank you for watching.